All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's go ahead and go through the celebration details. Kind of like do a little bit of, figure out what's going on here. Remember, my expectation, I feel like I try and say it as loud as I can. Maybe I got to start making more tweets, but remember, like weekly content and stuff like that. We know that there's going to be a lot of content coming next week with the EZAs. There's the team cooperation battle as well. There's the boss rush for the Shadow Dragon event, and then some other unknown event that's coming. That's for next week, right? And then we'll see what part 3 will be the week after that. All right, let's go and take a look here. And that stuff will probably start to come in, because remember, it's weekly content. So we're probably not going to see it on like Saturday or something like that. It'd be like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's when we'd start moving into it, right? So Global Dokkan Campaign 2025, international version celebrating its 10th anniversary. Part 2 of the wonderful worldwide campaign is on. Okay. Yep, part 2 is on. Another Dokkan Fest Legendary Summon Carnival. Make the campaign even livelier. Yeah, okay, sure. Don't miss out on the summons where the tickets can be used, chat. Don't miss out, man. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on the good luck. The good luck tickets. The tickets are actually super fire, though. Like, those, I've seen so much, like, wars being fought on the timeline over those tickets, but it really is a thing where it's like, it's good. Like, those single tickets are good. They are good. They are good. There's also the new LR Nova Shenron. I'm grinding on his equips right now. Okay, cool. Make sure to log in on the game on dates that end in 6. That's for the Shenron. That's the Shenron event right there. Cool. Yeah, the Shenron login bonus. Okay. And then the theme song of GT will be played. Yep, done. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. And then Don is going to go right now until the 11th, which is the end of the celebration. So again, we'll see what part 3 is going to be. My expectation for part 3 at minimum is the Vegeta and Trunks EZA, and then probably the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA. We'll see if there's going to be anything else, but that's what I'm expecting right now. In Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA and Vegeta and Trunks EZA. All right, so we have the movie we'll play. There's like all the discounts, packs, summons, all that different type of stuff. We have the new stage for the Omega Shenron Dokkan event. And then Don is going to play in the event, looks like, until the completion of the celebration. Crazy Stone discounts are there. That's good. The Global Dokkan special missions. These are big right here. This, of course, is the panel missions. Remember, which you are able to go ahead and get the tickets right here, from doing all the panel missions. That's going to be good right there, right? So we have that. And then, yeah, okay. And then this takes us to this. This is the special tickets. My advice, again, would be to just use the tickets to go ahead and get, the 50 tickets used to try and get, the copy of the character. Because just from, me being around for a long time, the community, seeing how people talk and stuff like that, I don't think, if you use them as, multis, what it probably, more than likely, is just going to end up being is just you pulling, the other, featured characters, right? Family Kamehameha, Int Broly is on the banners, right? The characters like that. Rather than the new character. The new character is what it seems like people care about. So that would be the single ticket. It's going to give you the highest chance for that, right? So there's that. Yep, okay, they added a couple of more missions to the Dokkan Awakening support campaign. A couple more Omega Shenron Dokkan Fest missions. We have this. This is just more missions to where you're going to be able to get more of these characters for free, which is good. That's good. Very, very, very helpful right there. Getting these stones to be able to get these, free characters, old characters. I think that this is a really cool system. By the way, I don't think that the Memorial Stone is, gone. I think that's just going to be in the next major celebration, which is coming at the end of August. That's what I think is going to be happening, right? For sure. All right, so there's that. Then we have this. So this is the event to grind out Nova Shenron. I don't really mind the event. I thought it was okay. The Scorching Sirius Showdown right here is a fine event. You get all the missions done. Drop rate for Nova seems pretty good. I feel like this is a much better consolidated, like, free-to-play LR type grinding event than anything we've seen before, right? Like, this actually really is just going to be, 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most to have this guy rainbowed and ready to go. If you want to, min-max with the equips, that'll take a little bit longer, but I mean, it's definitely not a big deal whatsoever to get this guy, ready to go to help out the Omega Shenron teams. That's good. That's good. I do think Dokkan... So, we saw this with the free-to-play characters of this celebration, by the way. All the clones are like this, too, right? Remember, where the clones are just the TUR, right? They just drop as the TUR. So, I hope to see Dokkan continue to do this. There's no reason for free-to-play characters to have awakenings and shit like that. I think for, like, the summonable units, I think it does add, like, a little bit of a flavor. I know people don't like the Dokkan event grinding. Dokkan could easily... My idea is just, make a 50 stamina, like, red zone, like, level difficulty stage with Dokkan event. I think it would take away the problem with that. And it would feel like there's more content, too, right? But, like, this is perfect. Like, we don't need a TUR and an SSR for this guy. We just need the LR. That's all they need to do. Which that's perfectly done right there. They kind of like revamped and added stronger EX skill orbs to this event right here. They don't really seem too impressive to me, but I mean, it's, it'll help like newer players or players that don't really have like good equips and stuff like that for sure. We have the 2 new stages here to the special battle event. These are pretty much like the hardest fights in the game. It's like these stages and, then like festival battles. Those are like the hardest fights in the game. I still, from what I saw, I think that this is our hardest fight in the game right now. This Goku Black and Zamasu. This is like toxicity incarnate right here with Zamasu locking and healing, Goku Black's ridiculous damage. This is a great fight. I think it's a great fight. But, I mean, you guys remember, I really enjoyed the Fusion Zamasu fight, too, from 2 years ago. I think that the fight that just spits you in, very dangerous, very tough, is, a problem. Only thing is, the community does end up kind of, like, tearing itself apart a bit when a fight like this exists, because there is not a character you can take in here that is invincible. Every single character can easily get washed, like, easily. Like there's no invincible characters, no characters, like, it's every character could die easily in here. Every single one. 7th anniversary LRs, 10th anniversary LRs. The new Gogeta, I imagine, could get fillet-fished. Although, well, I mean, he does have the Ki Blast nullification, though, but it's like characters don't exist that are perfect in every way. And so when they really stick up the difficulty, even the new hotness will get sunned up, which is probably what's going to happen here. Like, how is Omega going to do in here? Omega will actually do really good against Goku Black, right? Because he's got true type advantage, and he's got the huge damage reduction. So that'll be good, yeah. Omega should work pretty well in here. That's good, that's good, that's good. But yeah, we got these fights. The rewards, I think, are really good, too. Decent amount of stones and supremely powerful equips. Omega Shenron got shafted, by the way. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this. Can I see this? Let's go to his... Yeah, he got shafted. I mean, this is 12 points. This is nice. The kid has guaranteed crit on 24 Ki. I don't understand why this is here. I don't understand. The other characters, have raw attack. Why did they do that? I don't understand. Makes no sense to me. Because to me, look at these. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like that's just a must use. Those these are great equips. I feel like just taking advantage of the stats and stuff, they're just must use. All 3 of the 4 characters, just boom, boom, boom. No thought given, just put those equips on. For Omega, I just used one of my own golds, right? I think I gave Omega a 5 dodge, 5 additional. Because, what? He doesn't need crit. He lives at 24 Ki, doesn't he? Very mysterious, dude. I have no idea why they did that. That's a strange Omega Shenron shaft. I don't know. Then there's Elder Kai banners. That's cool. That's cool. More Elder Kais available. Our boy Iron Cane definitely needs that bad. And then a bunch of the events are still here from part 1. Okay, so that's all the new stuff that's out, kind of like for this week. Along with the banners. Then remember, next week we've got a shit, dude. There is a shit ton coming next week, right? Let me pull up the Proton tweet as well, just to point out, because there's the panel missions right here for board 2. We've got the question marks, and Proton has it, hammered out what the question marks are already. All right, guys, so this will be a look at what we're going to be getting at, should be the start of next week. Should be. We'll see. So we're going to have a new stage here for the Perfect Cooperation, the tag boss fight event. We're going to have presumably a boss rush stage for the Wishes Backfire Shadow Dragon event right here, which is going to be really good. And then an unidentified new challenge event. For part 1, that was the Infinite Zamasu event, which I thought was kind of like different and fun. So we'll see what we're going to be getting from that difficult event right there. And then we're also going to be getting the 7 EZA characters. And then, of course, there's also going to be the battlefield. So there actually is, like, next week is actually really quite stacked. We'll see how many of these characters are going to be very impactful, right? No idea, but we'll see what it's going to look like. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. Global Dokkan Celebration is on and definitely does seem quite good. We got a lot of stuff to do here. A lot of events throughout this celebration. It's looking good. I don't know. I mean, is this better than the 10th anniversary? I think we could certainly make the case. I mean, we're going to need to end strong. Because remember, the 10th anniversary ended with, like, literally just giving out, like, a premium unit from the last year. That's what, like, the 10th anniversary ended with, which was crazy. So, but I mean, if they end with like an elite Vegeta and Trunks EZA, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA, and maybe some type of free unit or something, I mean, this is up there. I think that this Global Dokkan Celebration to me seems to be a massive hit.